go, Dooley.
Do it.
I have to do the do it. There you go. I have to slowly put the music up and down. Slowly. Yeah. I can do it like that. Welcome back to Team Fat Kid Choose the Fat. Happy National Cheeseburger Day. I am Jason.
This is Alex.
This is Dennis.
This is Dooley.
And I do go ahead and click on that first topic because we got to get to it fast because we're running out of time. Today we're running behind. It is 4:20 for those of you listening right now. So National Cheeseburger Day. McDonald's is selling 50-cent double cheeseburgers, and Wendy's is giving them out for a penny with the purchase of anything. And I think Burger King's just giving them away if you spend $1. But if you scroll real fast, Dooley, we can hit it down when you go to the. Is that all you got? You can't click. You got to click on the actual up. Scroll up. Click on that.
Oh. I thought you were wanting to look at the comments. I'm like,
no, because I think Wendy's is doing it for like the rest of the week. I don't want to give people the wrong. All right, so on September 18th only, customers will be able to buy a sandwich for 50 cents.
That's
Wendy's,
McDonald's.
yeah, Wendy's was one-upping them. I only know.
You gotta use the app.
Yeah, keep scrolling, keep on scrolling. Yeah, you got to purchase within the app. I believe is what it is. All right, Wendy's is one-upping them, running it all the way through the 22nd. But the catch, the penny burger can only be added to an order if you purchase another item. So it gets you some fries and get you a penny burger.
Burger King is giving away a free cheeseburger to any member of its Royal Perks rewards program. So you have to be a part of their rewards program. And if you make a purchase of $1 or more, you get a cheeseburger.
we should make a reward program called Royal Porks.
Yeah?
He just said it, so I just thought about it.
Royal Porks.
Royal Porks.
I mean, that's not a bad reward name for us.
Right.
But I mean, I think this is a good idea. You know, what do you think? I mean, you got obviously it's all trying to promote their ad, like the online ordering,
Right.
Pre-orders and all that stuff. I mean, it's worth $1. It's worth a penny for sure, and it's definitely worth free.
You're right.
I'm still stuck on Royal Porks. We
Royal
should write
Porks.
that down somewhere. Like, that should come up later.
Put that in notes.
Are you part of the Royal Perk program?
So anyway, Butcher, you said you were getting your ass kicked yesterday. Blue Angels all weekend. How was that?
I never got to see anyone.
Oh, you didn't get to go outside at all?
No.
I watched it from my deck.
Yeah, especially yesterday. Like as soon as I got to the shop, I didn't leave the shop till 6:30 last night. Didn't get to go to the bathroom or nothing. That was a long day.
Gotta go pee pee poo poo. Gotta go pee pee poo
I had
poo.
to do it all, but I can't do it. Like, shit, I didn't even eat. I was like, fuck. If I would have known it was going to be like that, I would have just left the best Philly at the shop and then had that for lunch yesterday instead of had it for dinner the night before.
You know, just order extra. Always order extra.
That's why.
When
That's why
you
I
got the Team Fat Kid food truck. You know,
That's
He
why.
still had it for later. It just wasn't the later he planned.
Yeah,
it was later, just not much later.
Yeah, I had the Pal Burger and like that took me a good 20 minutes to eat there. I'm like, shit. That was like 2 bites at a time. So
No, because you were so busy, just 2 bites and then wrap it back up and then go back to the saw.
pretty glad the flies don't get to it. Yeah,
Right?
they're fucking horrendous this year.
Yeah, they are. We've been struggling just at my house. So, what's going on at the Zon?
Getting ready for peak season.
Yeah, you said that last week. You got to give us some better information.
That's all I can give you.
I mean, he can give you that the ETA, the FMB, is coming on the CQQ, on the BWB.
There's definitely a QA happening before peak season, and that's a PS.
There's probably going to be a safety meeting involving the QA.
There's going to be a meeting to plan out the safety meeting.
And then
We did just have a town hall meeting.
And then
What is a town hall meeting? Like, what does that entail at the Zon?
I only hope that it starts with "Hear ye, hear ye."
That would be the best.
That'd be
Hear
stupid.
ye, hear ye.
But no, it's everyone in the entire building go into the break room.
The mighty Zon has spoken.
The main break room has like
The main one? I mean, the cafeteria?
that's
It's like a school cafeteria, I'm sure.
they could fit 400 people.
That's-
So, school cafeteria.
Yeah, about that. So.
Do you guys have like the fold-up tables, like in school cafeterias, like where you fold up the table and the chairs are like stuck to it? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Single seats. So you got like person here. Right
Well,
next
I didn't expect you guys to be like stacked up.
All right.
I mean,
I got a question. Do you guys put your own chairs out, or do they have a banquet guy?
Ooh, yeah.
Is he the event coordinator? Yo, we got a town hall meeting Thursday. I'm gonna need 300 chairs.
That's gonna be another one of Dooley's jobs.
Can we-
He's like, now I'm working on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and half day on Sunday because I gotta do setups.
Do you think that the chairs are always there, or do they have to 24-hour deliver them?
I mean, do they have like the what is it?
Oh, fuck the fucking...
Who was it?
It was a
Toyota? Or,
Nissan? I think it was Nissan.
Yeah, where they clap and the chairs like park themselves.
They
like,
made AI self-parking office chairs. Like, legitimate self-park... Like, it was dope.
It's all just
Skynet
there.
Skynet.
So is it like the blue chairs that have like the 3 slots in it, so when you fart, at least it doesn't go up your back?
No, they're just straight solid.
Well, that sucks. Rooster tails all the way, huh? All right. So, anywho, say goodbye to self-serve soft drinks at McDonald's.
No more suicides?
I guess so. So I
You
don't.
could probably ask them, be like, give me a suicide.
I'm sure. I just don't understand why. So I did read a little bit on this, and it is they feel like they're losing money. People are obviously going in there with their own cups and stealing beverages and what has yous.
Scroll up, because that's not even what they were saying on the big... doing away because...
Multiple refills.
Where did I just fucking see that?
Franchisees say shrinking dining room
Yeah.
visits and food
All right.
safety are factors in pulling this.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
if you
'cause they
just
probably
clean
don't
the
clean it.
machine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Clean
so
the-
that's-
you gotta clean
They
it.
won't even clean the damn ice cream machine. That's why it's always broken.
Well, no, it's because they cleaned it early and they don't want to have to clean it again. But yeah, so like when did the self-service thing start? Like, I mean, as far as long as I can remember, it's always been self-serve,
I think they
right?
Can we
At
just
least
make a note about the fact that, like, not only did self-serve get so big, but what, like 2 years ago, they came out with like
The remix
60 fucking drink self-serve station, and now they're like, man, you know what? Nope.
See, I don't think McDonald's ever had the remix. I haven't eaten inside of McDonald's or been inside of
know
McDonald's in a
Wendy's
really
did.
long time. Like the remix station.
Yeah, Wendy's had it.
'Cause I know, like
really-
Fat Burger had it.
I don't pay that much attention. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
7-Eleven has it, right?
No.
Not that I know of.
nah,
I
yeah,
can't tell you
no.
last time we've been inside a McDonald's.
I know the Wendy's over here off of Tiffany and everything has one.
At least get it in your vicinity. You sound like you're talking through like a toilet paper roll.
So she gets quieter.
Right? Now she's going to whisper. Yeah, I can't tell you when the last time was I've been inside a fast food place at all. So, I mean, I understand you probably don't need to have as much product and running into it, but it's all come from the same bag in a box
Not only
and
that,
just running into the different machines.
the only other thing I have to say is, like, usually they're backed up. Like, I feel like they're backed up wall to wall with, like, the fucking service, like the drive-through service.
Probably,
It's
yeah.
literally...
Because that's how they're running the line through the floor.
Yeah, so it's like one entry point goes out 2 different ways. Bam, up and out
Yeah.
into a T. You got 2 different drinks, so it's not like you even have to run extra lines for that.
You
Like,
think they're just mad because they got to keep their Coke bags in their fridge?
do you think they?
It's not a
Do you
Coke
think they
bag.
want the space
It's
for
the it's the metal container.
Yeah,
it's the steel.
yeah.
I mean, you think they're going to
Only
expand the kitchen?
McDonald's.
Like, I don't think they're going to put more tables in. They're talking about not as many people going and dining. Like, do you think they're
I
going to
think-
expand the kitchen out?
I think
make
it's
it bigger?
probably going to, like all fast food restaurants are probably going to go to ways of rallies or checkers for whatever region you live in, where it's just a drive-through.
Yeah.
I mean, like Cookout down south, it's all drive-throughs. They
Some
didn't
of them have
start doing.
walk-ups.
They didn't start doing. Well, walk-ups
Yeah.
is one thing, but
There's
like
no inside
no
service.
inside. Like then they just recently started doing that a couple years
Same way
ago.
with Sonic. Sonic was always drive up. And
Yeah,
then,
now they started building, like-
they actually have a little dining room now. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Like, no.
Actually, I think that's the last time I ate inside of a fast food restaurant was when they opened up the new Sonic down the street, and I was like, "Oh, screw it, I'll go." I parked, and I was like, "Well, I'll go inside and check it out." I mean, still, you like you get a little number, and you go sit down.
Yeah.
I mean, they still bring it to you.
Yeah.
So I mean, is that fast casual or is it still fast food?
Fast casual.
So the growth of digital service is probably the...
The downfall of indoor dining.
Yep.
Well, no one wants to talk to people anymore. Like, who uses their phone to talk to people?
I don't even
I
think
text. That's about it.
Yeah.
I don't.
I just think he's saying like that. Everybody's got an app. So
Right.
again, when was the last time you went inside a store, like or inside a McDonald's? I mean, you order on the app, you go through the drive-through, and you're gone. Like, I don't know. I still don't think that they are. Like, what's the benefit there? Are you
I was just going to
Yeah.
say something.
you really
about
think you're going to save that much money by not?
Chuck Norris in his 80s.
pointing at a salad. You don't need this at all.
You need protein.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I found this one recently. This was I came across this yesterday, and I was super interested. You gotta, I like how Dooley likes to remove everything from it, so you can't see anything. All right,
The 12 worst supermarkets in America.
This is from 2012.
Oh well,
Well, way to ruin it. The one thing she says into the mic.
yeah. Well, founded in 1891, Acme. I mean, that's are you really expecting much when you go into a place called Acme?
I hope Walmart's on this
I'm
list.
just
That's all
hoping
I'm
they sell
saying.
explosives, man. You know my shit.
Hey, what's up, Dak?
Go ahead. Ralph's.
Yeah, that's
Never heard of it.
That's like California.
Yeah.
It's also in
West Coast,
California.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is that? It's also Kroger, isn't it?
Well, it's a subsidiary. Yeah.
Same. Yeah.
Chicken save.
I mean,
I haven't seen one of those in fucking
I
forever.
don't think I've ever seen one of those. But didn't Food Lion divide up into
Yeah,
different,
they
and then they brought it all back together?
because it was Bottom Dollar Foods, there's Food Line, and then it was
Bloom.
Bloom, yeah, and because the Bloom was
Lion, though. That wasn't Farm Fresh.
I said Food Lion.
I thought you said Farm Fresh.
no,
Well, I
Yeah,
meant to
'cause-
say Food Lion if I said Farm Fresh. My bad.
because it was they had to change it back because people were getting pissed about the whole.
No bags.
Well, not even that. It told you what type of neighborhood it was. Bottom Dollar Foods, you're in a ghetto. Food Line, you're in middle income and everything, and then you're at Bloom. Oh, you're in the fancy neighborhoods, right? You're bougie,
Well, hey, if you want to talk about Food Line,
right? What, number 8.
Food Line.
Yeah, I mean number 8, the worst. I mean, I don't know what wet. Oh,
White.
white.
Wett's.
It's like-
You don't know what Wett's Market is? You been at Wett's Market?
That's what they do wet work.
Tops.
Where is that? New York and PA.
Yeah,
I
I was gonna
don't
say,
know
I
it.
think
Do you
that's-
know Tops?
No.
No, Pops. You don't know Tops? Oh, come on.
Jewel Hosco.
I don't even know what that is, but I mean, is that just like a huge grocery cart?
Yeah, with the motor and everything. Dude driving it.
I mean, that's dope. I'm assuming that's like a parade float, but
Yeah.
it's still dope.
are there
A&P.
still AMPs around?
I
I mean, maybe
don't-
back in 2012. Filed for bankruptcy in
2010.
2010. Probably not. But I like how they're open. We're open, guys. Just,
Hey,
in,
sure you we are open.
just in case.
Shaw's.
Shaw's.
So, yeah, I don't know anything about Shaw.
Is this the second Osco, though? Wasn't
It's the
there?
Osco. That's the pharmacy.
Uh,
So this is in
Maine, Massachusetts,
it's
New England.
Yeah, New England up that way. It's a nice looking store though. Maybe that's why it's number 3.
oh, thank God. It had to be coming somewhere. Number 2 is Walmart.
So is
Hold
like
on, hold on.
is number 2 being like
Can you
this
scroll
is
up?
almost the worst
On
and
the
there-
on the blurb. Scroll up on the blurb. Reader score 69.
So this is like all right. So there is somewhere worse to shop than Walmart. What do you think it is before we click on it?
Kmart.
Kroger's.
Sam's Club.
Sam's Club.
Just Walmart upgraded.
See, yeah, and you have to buy more.
Whole Foods.
Whole Foods. I think people really like Whole Foods.
You think Whole Foods was around in 2012?
I'm sure.
12 worst supermarkets in America? I don't know. I mean,
That's good. I mean, you think it can't be Kroger?
supermarket Kmart.
Farm
Well, that's
Fresh.
what she said. Kmart or Target. Farm Fresh isn't there anymore. But I mean, hey,
2012.
I'm going Kmart.
all right, hit it. Let's find out.
Pathmark.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, never heard of them.
That makes sense.
New England.
Purchased by A&P in 2007.
Oh,
And then they went bankrupt
They went
2 years
bankrupt.
late, 3 years later.
clearly buying Pathmark was not the right path.
Right. I'm assuming there are no more path marks.
No.
What's one more click? Oh,
No.
never mind. We're not going all the way through it again.
It's probably just read this next.
And before we get into this,
Okay.
just because I wanted to ask Dooley if he had ever eaten at any of these places. But before we go into that, I got a little trivia. Because we like trivia around here. All right. Which of these beer brands are the most popular in Japan?
Essentials.
Yeah. Suntory Premium, Sapporo Premium, Kirin Ichiban, or Asahi Super Dry.
Ichiban.
See, the hard part is I feel like it would be Kiri Ichiban, but that seems like...
I mean, that's literally number one. Like, Ichiban is...
Okay, on that note, do you think they drink Foster's in Australia?
They do not.
They do not.
So, do you think that Kirin Ichiban is number one in Japan? Is that just the American Japanese beer?
I mean, Sapporo,
I think Sapporo. Sapporo, however you say it.
Sapporo. It's O-R-O.
I think it's Sapporo.
Sephora.
For Japan.
You make a
Like,
company.
I don't know. I'm going Sapporo. What you guys got? What do you-
I'm going Ichiban.
Ichiban?
You need me to recap?
Yeah.
Suntory Premium, Sapporo Premium, Kirin Ichiban, or Asahi Super Dry.
I'd say number 4.
Yeah, you are correct.
Super dry.
The one,
I was
that,
like,
the
it's
one that
something
no
that-
one knows.
I was gonna say it's something that none of us like can actually pronounce per.
Yeah, it is. Well, Asahi, whatever, Super Dry was first launched in 1987 and is Japan's first dry draft beer. What is a dry draft beer?
Dude.
I'll work on that.
Like, is it like champagne? Is like because like dry champagne is just not sweet. But I don't think other beers are sweet from Japan.
No.
Okay, while you're working on that, we got another one. When did Edinburgh Brewhouse Mary Lisa become America's first known female brewery owner? So that is, when did Edinburgh Brewhouse's Mary Lucille, became the first American female brewer owner? And use multiple choice, of course. So A, 1634, B, 1734, D, just going in order, 1834, or 1934.
It has to do with someone 34. So
So it's
1934.
I totally wasn't even paying attention. I don't want you to reread it because I was reading. I'm going to go with C.
1834.
Yeah, that one. I like that answer.
1934.
I'm bubble sheeting the fuck out of this.
1934.
1919.
18,
18.
whatever the third one is.
It is 1734. So wow.
Dry beer, by the way, just means a beer that is has a crisp finish, light body, and little to no sweetness. Honestly, I'm assuming a lot of the IPAs we drink are probably dry.
Yeah.
But it does say you can apply it to like stouts and things like that. It's just the way the beer drinks. It has nothing to do with the way it's poured or like the CO2 or anything.
So Miller Lite recognized the pioneer brewer in 2022 with a run of limited edition cans. I don't remember that at all, and that was like last year.
Yeah.
Did you remember it?
It was because it went back to the old school Miller.
What do you mean?
Hmm?
This isn't the old school?
No.
Oh, I know what you're talking
Yeah. They're only in the cans.
All right, here's a fun one, Julie. I need you to use your fingers and look up. I'm just going to show you because I can't even pronounce that.
I can't beat him if you don't say it out loud.
I know, right?
I can't pronounce it. It's right there. You're already there.
Oh, the black chickens.
Yeah.
You know about 'em.
Well,
The Ayam Cemani.
I want to know how much they are.
Oh,
So it is the world's most expensive chicken.
now here's
Oh, there you go. That was easy.
it's
Dooley was on that one.
apparently like everything is black, meat, everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
like-
old chicken is black. So
And I admit I want one.
Haven't you had one?
no, not that brand.
Okay.
Not that brand.
Or-
That brand of chicken. I've never had that brand. This is like the Tyson.
You've had black chicken though, right? Didn't our neighbors give us some nasty shit?
Not a black. No, I don't think they spent $2,500 on a chicken. I could be fucking wrong, and I could have been drunk.
I was gonna say I wouldn't put it past Troy.
I don't.
I
know.
don't.
So I just want to know what, like, all right. So these unique chickens are known for having entirely black feathers, a black comb, which is that thing on their head,
Look, maybe we should just like float the idea.
black
to
skin,
him.
black meat, black internal organs, and even black bones.
I knew his son over
Many components, including blood, are frequently employed in traditional medicines. Okay, they live. They live for 6 to 8 years.
Not if they're with us.
And a pair can run you $5,000, and their eggs cost $16 each.
So a pair can run you $5,000. That's actually more interesting than a $2,500 chicken, because if you're getting a mating pair for $5,000,
Right, that's a deal.
that because you're going to get eggs,
And
you're going to get more chickens.
And let's not eat these eggs for a few years. I gotta up my game.
I need to get. I need
Before
to
I
get
start
to like.
selling eggs for 16.
I need to get like
a
100
couple-
chickens.
I need another 100. Like I need $250,000 worth of chicken.
I got a banquet to feed, motherfucker.
I want it.
What do you like? All right, let's move on to the next topic.
I mean, look, we can still look into this, like, buy a house in Chesapeake, get a farm, fucking.
Okay, so Dooley hails from the peak of Chesa,
Chest a freak.
where the Zon is. So Chesapeake's finest 5
What the fuck?
must-try barbecue joints.
Honey mustard with fucking what the hell?
Look
I
at
don't
the-
know what I'm looking at right
Look at the
now.
nearby cities list real quick.
What?
Virginia Beach, Virginia Beach, Virginia Beach, Virginia Beach.
Just,
Norfolk.
yeah, just there's only 7 cities in the 757, and apparently 4 of them are in Virginia Beach.
You know, so it makes sense how big Virginia Beach is.
So many different, areas.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're right.
All right, so
We
this
don't
one's
travel
in the
outside
Greenbrier
those
area. The Cutlass Grill. Are you familiar?
I'm familiar with where it is.
Well, are you familiar with the Greenbrier area next to the closing Greenbrier Mall and I don't know
Yes.
Garage Brewery?
Yes, that's where I'm familiar with.
He's used to Hooters.
I've never been in there. though.
Eden Way. So that would go in the other way from Garage.
No,
I think Garage is on Eden Way.
it
Yeah.
is.
But is
I
it
think
on
Cutlass
the-
Grill's across the street.
like on the other
Volvo.
side of?
Yeah.
Like
All right, let's go to the next one. The next one.
The barbecue.
The
shack.
Barbecue Shack on Old George Washington Highway. So that's Deep Creek.
Yeah, that's out there. Way out there.
I don't know. I'm unfamiliar with this one. It must be on the other side of the interstate on George Washington.
Yeah, like where the Baptist church is.
Yeah.
Don't take that left. Take a right,
You can
and
go
then
back.
once you get to the next light, keep on going, and then I think it's like the next light you take a left.
Have you eaten at this one?
No.
Okay.
So
I literally just
so
drive.
out of the top 5 barbecue places in Chesapeake, you have not been to.
No.
All right, let's go for number 3. I'm helping you. Hot Rodders, dying.
That's
This one
it.
is right down the street from your house.
And yes, I have had this.
Is it good?
It's considering it's on the top 3. I hope so, because I'll be honest, I didn't know they were barbecue.
I did not either. I just thought it was a bar. Like,
Have you? Okay, so have you eaten there? Yes. And is it okay? Yeah.
Yeah, like well, I didn't have the barbecue, but
so they're doing a North Carolina barbecue here.
yeah, I did have
A
this.
turkey Reuben.
I did have the barbecue, the Carolina barbecue sauce with it, like the burger that they had, but because I didn't know they were really barbecue, really. But
I mean, I don't see this menu being barbecue heavy with like a turkey Reuben and homemade burgers, but I don't know.
Number 4.
Oh, come
Yeah.
on.
Well,
What
that's
the
kind of
fuck,
disappointing,
really?
right? Mission Barbecue.
There's a mission in Chesapeake.
Yeah.
It's probably a mission in like every city at this point.
Valid point.
And then number 5, Johnson's Barbecue. Have you been to this one?
that's
It's a cash-only takeout establishment,
nope.
so I guess you can't really go to this one. You can leave.
I
from
bet
this
you that's really good.
Okay.
Like, I mean, is it going to be like a super disappointing Monk's Place? And I said that out loud.
I'd rather
The
have
world
Monk's
needs to
barbecue.
know.
We need to go. We need to go to Richmond.
Is that ribs?
one. Like on
Yeah.
the right?
Those
Yeah.
are you.
Like, why are they cut up like that?
That's how a lot of.
it's probably so it fits in the box.
It could be brisket, poorly cut.
That looks like bones, though. I don't know.
There's too much sauce to really be like, if you're looking at the very bottom of that photo and thinking that's a bone, then there's no meat on that bone.
Well, I was like just to the left of that. down, over. No, you're right there.
Same photo, dude.
Down. Oh.
It looks like
Here,
ribs.
give me the
Yeah,
right there.
Oh,
So you think that's a bone?
I think that's a bone because that definitely looks like the meat's pulling
Yeah.
it back right there.
it looks like a bone. 'cause
I was
of-
This
thinking-
looks like somebody already took a bite out
I was
of
thinking like a French fry.
it. Oh, underneath,
Yeah.
maybe riblets. I don't know.
Riblets is a good possibility.
Could have
I
been.
don't know. I mean,
could have been mac and cheese too, but I was thinking French fry. I mean,
So I've been like, okay, so there's this like app, obviously called Newsbreak, and it's like I scrolling through like all these local restaurants, and they start giving you like things I never heard of, and I'm interested in. And like, Bruce and I, we've been driving around town, like, trying to find out who's got the best one slice of pizza. So we've been trying it, and like we just did what was it, Venice?
Yeah.
Venice Pizza over off of
Lynn Haven
and Princess Inn,
yeah.
over by the Walmart. It was good pizza.
Where Bella used to be. That's one thing I will say about that location. It's always been a pizza joint.
It has, but it's probably because no one wants to move the pizza oven.
Sounds about right.
All right, so this one, I like this topic here because let's Team Fat Kid get a little classy.
Does it come in a box?
Before we talk about that, did y'all hear about the fucking winery in, I think it was either Italy or France? It was like 5,600 gallons of wine.
Dumped through the street.
Yeah. People were trying to drink it off the ground.
Just take a glass. Yeah, it has some rock in it, but whatever.
That's sediment. You're good.
It's like Chinese food.
So the top 10 wineries in
So
Virginia.
this is in Virginia. I don't know anything about a lot of wineries.
Things.
Obviously. Yeah, I don't know a lot about a lot. But I was interested in the average price of wine, and I'm assuming that's by the bottle.
Yeah.
I have not been to the third one, but I know exactly where it is.
I know where King's Family is.
All right, so obviously I haven't been to any of these
'Cause
other than Williamsburg.
We're just going to go through the list real quick.
Just real quick, and hit the price.
Okay. So we're looking at Barbersville Vineyards in Barbersville, Virginia, coming in with an average wine price of $30. King Family Vineyards in Crozet, Virginia at $35. Veritas Vineyards in Afton, Virginia at $28. Early Mountain Vineyards in Madison, Virginia at $32. RDV Vineyards in Delaplane, Virginia at $90 a bottle. They must be doing something fucking right. I'm going to read. Hold on. Specializing in Bordeaux style blends, this boutique winery offers an intimate experience, merging New World vigor with Old World finesse. The Williamsburg Winery.
I've been to that one.
I have, yes. $25 in Williamsburg, Virginia. The Linden Vineyards in Linden, Virginia, $30 a bottle. Glen Manor Vineyards in Front Royal, $35 a bottle. I'm going to go with the Bro Vineyards in Purcellville, Virginia at $28 a bottle. And last but not least, Jefferson Vineyards in Charlottesville, Virginia at $29 a bottle.
Okay, so Bro, just so everybody knows, is written with the
BREAUW. It is the French spelling all the way.
EA.
I'm sorry,
UX.
UX.
But it's like, do you think it was like two bros and was like, yo, dude, let's go make some wine? And like they started doing it in like college, and like, what do we call it? We call it Bros Vineyards, and then like
We gotta look fancier.
yeah, we just make it fancy. We just put the EAUX at the end of it. Like,
Maybe.
okay, so the regions here. This is clearly Northern Virginia, right?
Most of them are in the mountains. I can tell you that, like
yeah.
Crozet, Afton. There's quite a few of them that are literally all within probably 30 minutes
going
of each
toward
other.
like the West Virginia border, like up in that area.
Yeah, we didn't have the wine, but we had their cider. Whenever I went up saw my brother up in Charlottesville area and everything, we went to King.
You're heading that direction. You're
Yeah.
you're still probably another hour and a half from West Virginia, maybe hour.
Yeah, about that, yeah.
Charlottesville
So
hour.
they're like
yeah.
using like the Appalachians to grow
The Blue Ridge.
grapes.
The mountains. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean they're definitely going with the
The Blue
mountains.
Ridge?
Yeah.
That's
What's the difference between the Blue Ridge and the Appalachians? Is the Blue Ridge just a region of the Appalachians?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so. But still,
it's a ridge line.
it's
Like,
regular. Yeah.
I don't know. Let's find out.
It's yeah.
again, like, do any of these breweries have like restaurants, like do food pairings and stuff like
They
that?
probably do. Either that or they have food trucks.
I mean, I feel like if we went to do a winery, we would have to change our menu.
Right.
Like, that's when like
you talking about?
we're gonna make it a little more upscale.
A red wine could go really good with that burger. What are you talking about?
I mean, maybe we just make them like they're sliders. It's like one bites. Like you start making like the little what is it, the tater tot slider
Yeah,
that had like
tater
the two
tot, yeah.
tater crowns.
Yeah.
I'm learning some shit. I mean, like I knew the Blue Ridge Mountains were the Appalachians, and I did not know what. I had never learned the distinguisher there. There are 4 sections of the Appalachian Mountains. and they are Appalachian Jacobin, Great Valley, Blue Ridge, and Piedmont. So when you hear them talk about like the Piedmont region,
That's like in South Carolina.
it's from Alabama all the way to New York. But there's a Piedmont region in Virginia, which is more or less like the middle of Virginia. And then closer to West Virginia, you hit the Blue Ridge. When you get to West Virginia, you're in the Great Valley. And then when you're on farther on the west side of West Virginia into like Ohio, you're in the Appalachian Jacobin. Jacobin? I don't know.
I just know people walk that trail, and that sounds crazy to me.
Yes, all the way of 550 miles crazy.
Yeah, like, I completed it. Like, why would you want to? And like, how long does that take, you know?
Biking, walking, I don't know. There's people that like literally put people up for that. Like if you're doing it, you can just stop at their house.
Stop at their house. Like, yeah, what are you doing? I'm on the Appalachian Trail. Like, oh yeah, stay over. Have a good night.
I mean, while we're talking about growing things, you wanna talk about some peppers?
Well, we're working on some things. I was going to wait for Dilly to get back before we go into what you're doing.
Okay. Well, I got some topics that we've talked about
Did
before.
we do this one already?
Here are the red flags to watch out for when eating at restaurants abroad?
Abroad. So, I don't think we did the abroad one.
No, I don't think so.
So, hey, we'll hit it real fast. Or he's back. So we'll go into peppers. We'll come back to red flags when eating abroad. So the Reaper plants have been reapering.
They've been reaping. We have been reaping the Reapers from the Reaper plants.
So right now, currently, like obviously we don't want them to go bad. I mean, I don't know of anyone that can use Reapers that fast.
I think you know one person.
Who, Andy?
No, can't.
Oh.
No, I don't even think he can go through Reapers at the rate that we are producing them.
So right now we have enough Reapers.
We could run a small eBay channel or something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Vacuum sealed and frozen. We have enough Reapers right now, and they're still producing to do like 16 batches of the 13th level of hell.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like,
And by the way, that doesn't include the ones that we're dehydrating.
So yeah,
that
let's
frozen.
talk about. So we like
I could see if any idiots at work want to buy some to just eat.
not for sale. I got some fresh ones though. I got some fresh ones that we could sell. They're on the counter right now.
Yeah.
I'll give you a nice little box for them.
Yeah, right. Well, I'll get some tissue paper. Like, all right. So Alex, we took Reapers, vacuum sealed them. Some of them didn't look like they were going to hold up during the vacuum sealing freezing process.
So we left those.
So we left those aside. So, Alex, the process, please, sir.
Well,
Or what is the end result that we're looking for?
So we wanted to dry the peppers.
Yes,
We wanted to dehydrate the peppers. And everything that I've read basically says to cut them open, and I didn't want to do that. So this is not a rush job, which is why we don't have a final result today. It's been going for about 2.5 days at this point, at about 125 degrees. I just bumped it up to like 135 yesterday. But they are definitely not done. So in future, it may be worth it to cut it open, but I really wanted to dry them whole.
Yeah.
I just want that look of the whole dried pepper.
Just to see.
And we are trying some things after they're dehydrated. We've got some plans. We've also got some plans for some of the ones that we're picking off. But since we're talking about peppers, obviously growing things like the Scoville units. Did you know that they are coming up with a new system that is going to
more
replace?
Accurate?
That's called the pungency unit.
Oh, I see. Okay, like let's think about how old the Scoville scale is.
Yes.
And that's like someone with sugar water, basically simple syrup, squirting it in your mouth and trying to count how many squirts of sugar water it takes to cool your tongue in your mouth. So no one is ever shot 1 million squirts of sugar water into somebody's mouth and kept track of the count.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that it's on a speculation scale, is what we'll call it. So I'm assuming the new way will be more scientifically done, actually the percentage of capsaicin or...
The test they used to do is apparently they would take sugar water and the pepper liquid, we'll call it, the pepper liquid, and they would literally just cut it like in half each time. So it's not like they were doing like a drop at a time. It would be like, we're at 600, double it. All right, well now we're at 1,200. Double it again. Like, can you still taste it? No. Yes, I can still taste it. All right, we're at 2,400. Can you still like it? Just double it again. Double it like
Give
it wasn't.
that man a glass of sugar water.
It's not like they're doing like a syringe of drops or anything. Like they were literally just like, yeah, can you still taste it? Fuck yeah. All right, like you know what? Let's triple that up. Let's try that. Like, but it was literally just like they were taking a cup and then they would cut it in half of like adding more water,
I mean,
sugar
that makes
water
way
every
more
time.
sense.
So yeah. But that's still the same. I mean, principle's the same, right? How much sugar water
But
does it take
then,
to dilute
every
it?
pepper has a range.
Yeah. And the
Except for the bell pepper, it's like 0 to 1. I guess that's still a range. Yeah.
There are apparently 2 peppers right now that could potentially beat out the Carolina Reaper. However, their consistency is not the same. So you might get a like Reaper peppers more or less come in at around 2 to 2.2 million. Like they're pretty consistent on their production. If you try one of the new peppers,
do you have any names by chance?
Right,
are they like numbered?
I feel like one was the Pepper X, right?
Pepper X, yeah.
And then I cannot remember
Pepper
the name
X.
of the other
Pepper X isn't the
Pepper X and what's the Dragon's Breath?
It might have been the Dragon's Breath.
I thought Pepper X was that extract that you're not supposed to eat.
No, that was created by some.
Yeah.
What is that shit
The
called?
same dude that came up with the Carolina Reapers made the Dragon's Breath and the Carolina Reaper, the Pepper X.
It was.
Like they're literally saying like the Dragon's Breath, what they said was so hot that it would literally pretty much like melt, like burn your throat.
3.5 million Scoville.
Yeah.
The who?
The
Dragon's Breath.
The Dragon's Breath. However, again, the consistency's not there. So you might get one that's a million
Who
Scoville.
the fuck wants to eat that?
Here's another one. You want to talk about who the fuck wants to eat that?
It could melt your esophagus lining. You want to go ahead and do that? I'll film it.
I pointed at him.
Did you know that technically
I will fucking film it.
Sign this waiver.
Hey, you might as well eat a fucking mushroom beforehand. Like,
spicy is not a flavor?
I might be able to eat it after that works.
Spicy's not a flavor.
I don't know if that is true.
Capsaicin is a neurotoxin. So
Okay.
it's pain. It's not flavor. It's actually your brain reacting to
But it
pain.
releases endorphins.
Okay. Well, to try to stop it.
It does.
It's
By
like-
the
it's
way,
also-
since it is
Does
a
the
neurotoxin,
same thing when you get shot.
since it is a neurotoxin, eating capsaicin can kill you. But did you know that you'd have to eat about 3 pounds of Reaper pepper dust to overdose?
The dust.
Yes, 3 pounds of Reaper pepper like seasoning dust to overdose. I don't know if you could make it through that, but that's how much it would take to
Jason's
kill
eyes are
yourself.
Watering.
Your
If they got
your
a number.
body, like your mouth, like it's like you do 1 tablespoon, like the cinnamon challenge.
Yeah.
You do like 1 Reaper tablespoon. I mean, which is gonna really fucking suck. It's not gonna kill you. You might end up in the fucking hospital because people end up in the hospital after trying to do the cinnamon one. So
That's why they got rid of the one chip challenge.
that
Yep.
just happened
Yeah.
because a 16-year-old kid did it at school.
Yeah, and died.
Yeah, died in school, and so now the 1 chip challenge is going away.
So I just saw him on the shelf at 7-Eleven like 2 days ago.
It just happened. The newsreel came out like 2 days ago.
So
Oh.
apparently there is another one, by the way. It's the same guy, Ed Curie.
Yeah.
Ed Curie's the guy who came up with the Carolina
He's like a
Reaper.
personal hero.
He has come up with quite a few of them. Again, he can get some that are super hot and some that are not. So the consistency's not there. But he has gotten an Apollo pepper, which is 3.2 million. Pepper X, which is 3.18 million. Pepper's Breath.
Pepper's breath.
I'm sorry, Dragon's Breath. Sorry,
Damn,
I'm
Pepper,
reading
you
too much
rough.
shit here. Which is not him, by the way. That's Mike Smith and Neil Price. I thought it was him. At 2.48 million. And then the Carolina Reaper
So
at
there's
2.2.
just like there's just people out there that is assholes, crossbreed, and fucking the
have
hottest
you
peppers
watched
they can
Have
find.
you watched the chili eating contest?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
That's dumb,
Even I'm like, I'm good.
dude.
I'm good.
Yeah, like
I'm
how many reapers can you eat?
Well, you work your way up first because you got to start with the mild ones and then work your way up.
I mean, we did it in the back. We didn't go that far. I think we stopped at habanero, right, Alex? When we went in the backyard.
And then you just did a Reaper just by that.
Well, no, yeah, the
'Cause, like-
Reaper was a separate day. I do think we ended up stopping because that's just
we
what
only did like 5 or something like that. Like,
I think habanero probably was the hottest. It was serrano, habanero,
Yeah, it was-
jalapeno.
probably like a Thai chili.
No,
And-
are you talking about the thing you, me, and Chase did?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
And Alex-
jalapeno serrano and then habanero.
there's only 3.
Yeah, those are all 3.
I feel like there was at least 4. I could.
I don't know. We can always go back.
That was
and
years
watch it.
ago.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
But yeah,
it still sucked.
what about the white jalapeno?
Oh yeah.
What were your thoughts on that?
I thought that it lacked the jalapeno flavor,
No
and
flavor.
it just
Had the heat.
brought an extra level of heat. I want to grow them next year.
I'm with you.
Just because it's a rarity,
Yeah.
an oddity, if you would. But again, I'd rather eat a jalapeno.
Then a white jalapeno.
Yeah, because I think jalapenos are delicious.
Yeah.
And like serranos, like peppers have like unique flavors. Like habaneros are more citrusy, like almost like a grapefruity kind of thing. Like when you're using them to make sauces and ingredients, and like when you're trying, you know, to utilize them the way they are meant to be. It's not just eating a habanero because I'm an idiot. But like when you take like a quarter of a habanero and you add it to like, you know, let's say a spaghetti sauce, for instance, you know, to bring heat, but it's gonna bring another flavor as well. Like, I mean, spaghetti sauce is kind of like a bad place to put a habanero.
Sloppy Joe.
Like, yeah, like a sloppy Joe. There you go. Like that barbecue-y kind of tomatoey sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you weren't trying to bring heat and like bring flavor. And I think that's always like been the hardest part. Like, cause you want to, how do I elevate the heat but keep that flavor there? That you still want to keep eating it and not just like melt in your face. Like,
Ooh, we got a pho broth.
did it hurt?
Apparently.
No, I'm just thinking about like,
I had a thought and hit a brick wall. Go ahead. What's your thought?
like making a broth and the pho broth and everything. Add that to it.
Add
Like a
like a
Carolina
Reaper?
Reaper and a pho broth.
Well, no, like a habanero or something like that. Or even heck, even like
was
the
thinking about the
one
pho
of the
Well, like
basic-
ramen, like I mean, I don't know exactly what chilies they're putting in, like the 4-time hot ramen.
Yeah.
Like when you go to like an actual ramen shop.
Yeah.
Not the packet, like with the little crazy chicken blowing fire out of his mouth.
Yeah.
'Cause that's just evil shit. But like when you go to like when you
That's
go
some
to
Mancini peppers, bro.
when you when you go to like a ramen shop, like is it Carbonara?
Yeah.
They do like a 4-time. I think 4 is their level. Like 4 is the hottest. And because I was like, I went there one day, like, and I was like, how hot does it go? He's like, man, it goes up to like 4. I was like, well, what's like medium? Because I'm not that dumb. Like
It's a 2.
I walked out with like 2.
We are that dumb.
I don't think I did, but I was hungry.
We are that dumb. That's why we shouldn't be that dumb.
Well,
That's
like-
the problem. It's like
but you got to have self restraint. Like, I want to do it, but you know what? I also want to eat it because I'm hungry. Like,
I also have
was
to
like,
work
you know what?
tomorrow.
It's like I am by this place a lot. Like, I'll move up to 3 next time, and I did move up to 3 next time. 2 is plenty hot. 3 is great. Like, it's putting the sweats on you. Your lips feel like they're twice the size that they're supposed to be, and like that's where I stopped. Like 4, I'm okay. Like I don't know where it's going from there, and like what are they adding to it?
to make it that way.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, they're not back there like dropping like capsaicin extract or something like that in there.
Never know.
They're using a pepper, a chili of some sort, or a chili oil. Like maybe it's like they're just adding more of the chili oil.
Yeah.
Like,
While we're talking about things that we don't know what's in it, I'm going to change subjects off peppers real quick. You ready? It's going into fall. Pumpkin spice.
What's in it?
Why the fuck do they call it pumpkin spice? There's no pumpkin in it. And let's face it,
it's like the spices that you put into pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie, yeah.
which has no pumpkin.
Well,
Why don't they
okay.
call it fucking sweet potato spice?
Because it has less of a. I don't know.
There's no pumpkin in it. Well, there's no what? I mean,
no one wants potato pie, sweet potato
Sweet
lattes.
potato spice latte. Yeah, that just don't sound right. Pumpkin spice latte. It's a PSL, bro.
I think it's just the warm spices.
The spices
I get
you're
it.
Putting into a pumpkin pie.
I feel like you should call
Right.
it fall spice though. Like
I-
again,
that-
pumpkin
okay.
pie doesn't even have pumpkin in it anymore.
A
Like
fall spice latte,
Like-
pumpkin spice. I don't know, man. I think so this is what happened. I'll give you an example. So there is a thing like it's by McCormick called pumpkin spice. And
it was actual.
it has like all the warmth ingredients in there, like your
Cinnamon, nutmeg,
Clove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
proportioned
Yeah.
to please the palate. And someone along the line had a coffee and shook that crap in there because it's fall, and they were probably making pumpkin pies, and they're like, "Oh, that's really good." And then it snowballed from there, and now we're coming into full on pumpkin spice season, and you keep it out of the beers. Why? There's no pumpkin spice wines.
Nope.
Why not? Or is there a pumpkin
I
spice
wouldn't
wine?
even be. I'll look that up.
Is there a
I
pumpkin
wouldn't
spice
even be
wine?
surprised.
There's a pumpkin spice
Do you think
fucking
there's a
seltzer.
pumpkin spice wine?
There's probably a pumpkin spice seltzer.
There is. We've had it.
Oh yeah, we did. Didn't
Yeah,
we?
it comes in like the Bud Light
Oh yeah,
pack
the
or some
flannel,
crap.
the flannel pack. Yeah.
There's a pumpkin spice wine recipe, so I'm gonna go with there's a pumpkin spice wine. Witch's Brew pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
Well,
$8.95 or buy wine online.
is it available at the Totals of Wines?
Probably.
There's a pumpkin spice syrup.
Okay, real quick, do we go back to topics while we're on this, because this is a great segue. I'm going to need you to go down to 7.
Man, there's a lot more pumpkin spice wines than there should be.
Oh, what the? What the
So,
hell?
for all you people at home who were like, damn, you know what I really want in my life?
Some pumpkin spice wine.
Guess what? You can do it all by yourself with this simple recipe in an Instapot. So I came across this and I was in a little bit of disbelief, and I didn't know. So I don't know exactly how it works. I tried to peruse it. So you're using the Instapot to cook things. I don't think you're necessarily going to like age it in an Instapot. Like you're gonna prep it in an Instapot, and then you got to move it to like a vessel that burps.
Yeah.
Like
A gas,
probably like
gas
a-
boy, yeah.
So
A carboy, I mean, yeah.
So I was like, I just like the memes.
I'm really upset that a master sommelier in Texas did a YouTube video about tasting the Instapot wine, and I kind of want to watch it, but clearly not a good time.
Okay, so let's just skim through this real fast. All right, so the Instapot wine, you can find it on foodandservice.com, or you can probably just type in your
Instapot
Google-
wine?
Yeah, Instapot wine, and there's probably
Trust me,
100
it
reci-
works.
There's probably 100 recipes. How good do you think this is? Now, just scrolling down, that does not look appealing. It looks cloudy,
I mean,
pulpy. Is that the word? Like, it not filtered well? 'Cause
I get that, yeah.
wine making is like an art, and the Instapot, it's like, I'm surprised they haven't made an air fryer wine yet. Like, all right, so let's go. So they're starting with Welch's grape juice, a 64-ounce bottle, 1 cup of sugar, granulated, a funnel. Okay, so you do need some
Wine yeast.
Yeah, red or white. I mean, depending on what color wine you're going for, because you can use the white grape juice, right?
Yeah.
You need a decent size Instapot, a 6 quart.
with the yogurt function.
Oh, so you need a yogurt function. Do we have yogurt function on ours? Is this something we want to try?
And clear packing tape, which is really weird.
Her face.
Are you like... Are we wrapping the top?
I feel like, do you got to seal it?
You probably have
Like,
to cover you probably have to cover
because like an Instapot will vent. So are you like sealing? Like, are you taping? But it's also, well, crap. I guess it doesn't stay sealed once it cools off. It automatically unlocks.
Scroll down a little bit. I'm
The
trying
spot was
to
so
find
cool.
this. I'm trying to find this tape.
I mean,
That's all.
unlock, but you have to open it.
All right.
Keep scrolling.
We just
Like,
trying to
it's
figure out
gotta-
what
it's-
part. What,
I
just
just,
go
I'm just,
toward
I'm
the
just,
end. The
I'm just
tape-
looking for the tape. Yeah, I don't give a shit about the rest. I just want to know what the tape's for right now.
That's an ad. Keep on rolling. Go to step 7. Nope, there is no step 7. That is just like it doesn't. It still looks like grape juice.
All right, I didn't see the tape, so you can scroll back up because that's. Oh wait, there's still more.
Yeah, there's another step.
This is after 48 hours is up. You can transfer the wine. Jesus Christ. I mean, I get it. Wine takes a while, but you thought when it was within the Instapot that maybe we were gonna.
There you go.
All right, secure the
That's tape.
plastic cap to the bottle with clear plastic tape.
Because you're only doing put it on halfway so that way you can still burp.
Breathe.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like how they get visuals.
that's a
So you can
horrible
see-
photo, but I
so
mean,
you
it
can
is.
see
It is. You know what? That's
that
a
it's
realistic.
vented.
It's a realistic visualization.
Yeah, it is vented. It's close up. Is this something worth giving a go?
You'd have to scroll back up. We could read the actual instructions, but it seems like there's a lot of 48-hour time frames in this. so you better have some patience.
I'm just like, we might need to like find an Instapot like at a thrift store, because clearly the producer doesn't want us to use hers. It's like,
I mean, like, are we just gonna do this to do this? Like,
I
is
mean,
this?
like, how else are you gonna make pumpkin spice wine that nobody wants to drink?
I mean, I didn't plan on making any
I
pumpkin
mean, it
spice
sounds
wine.
like
That's-
a lot
that's
of
where I was
wasted
at.
time. Like, I don't know. So yes, it's a segue there. Let's go back to anyone traveling abroad. Which here we go, because there's a lot of abroad people who listen to the podcast. We're huge in France,
But then they're not traveling.
yeah. So like maybe
They
we'll
might
get
be.
some comments here, and like, is this real? When you're dining in other countries, Americans dining in other countries,
You can keep scrolling, Dylan.
we're gonna go down to number one.
All right. Did you want to finish your Americans dining in other
I
countries
just
comment?
think this
Or-
is
okay.
like a real thing.
So you're saying, as Americans dining in other countries, here's what you should do. So, as number one, as a general rule, avoid restaurants that are right near very popular tourist attractions: the Eiffel Tower in Paris, Sagrada Familia in Barcelona, the Colosseum in Rome. These places are likely to lure tourists in who don't know any better. There are some exceptions you'll find with great eateries in touristy areas, but unless you've done your research ahead of time, it's best to avoid these spots.
I'm pretty sure this one could land you solid in any country.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Or any city.
Absolutely. Number two, if a restaurant in a touristy area has two menus, one in English and one of the native language, pick the native language menu. It will probably have cheaper prices. Then use Google Translate to help you order.
That's slick.
Interesting. If there is a host trying to lure you into a restaurant, walk away. If you need to be actively convinced to dine, it's a no-go.
That is true.
Okay, real fast, scroll back. So,
Does street food cause an exception to this rule?
we walked down the street, Bourbon Street, and the dude came out from a tequila place, like pitching, we got cheap tequila, then they lure you in, and then they give you a tequila menu, and then you order, like, the most expensive shit they got, and it's, like, a wall, and they have, like, the ladder that they climb up and pull the bottle down. Like,
Well done, but I do think there's a slight difference between come get tequila
on
and-
Bourbon Street.
and come get food. Like,
And-
I feel like tequila's a pretty easy say. Hey, you guys want some shots of tequila? Like, yeah, fuck yeah, why not? I mean,
$3.
I get it. Then you get inside and it's like $30 for
Yeah.
a shot. I get it. But when you're dining out in Europe, the bread or crackers that are placed on your table probably aren't free. If you don't want it, tell the waiter to take it away. Otherwise, expect to see a line for it on your bill.
That's fucked up.
Well, that's fucked up to us, but you gotta
That's a
remember,
course.
You got to remember, in Europe, like, the baker is in the building.
Now, again, that's
Like,
that's also
or
a
like
course,
down the
right?
street, like
But
delivering to it.
why would you just put it in front of someone?
Because that's their
And
that's their
then they're
culture
like,
and custom.
I don't want that. Now it's in your face. It's been on your table. That's gross.
I kind of
Like-
agree with you, but again, that's their culture and custom is that bread comes with the meal, but you expect to pay for it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why you wouldn't, to be honest.
No one in Europe is probably like, no, I don't want bread with my meal. Like, that's just, I mean, I want the bread.
If you don't want it, tell the waiter to take it away.
Unless you're in Asia, be wary of eating at a restaurant where the menu has watermarked photos or fake plated food to illustrate the menu items. In places like Japan and Korea, there's a long-standing tradition where restaurants display fake food replicas made of plastic and wax. But in other parts of the world, this could be a sign of a tourist trap.
That makes zero sense. Like, is this like supposed to be just waxy food? Like,
Yeah.
you're supposed to just.
This
what
is
we
probably out of Japan because
Yeah.
this looks good.
Make? Yeah, I mean, this is what we make. Like, okay.
Number 6, research local customs around dining out and choose your restaurant accordingly. For example, if you're in Spain, most locals don't eat dinner until 8 or 9 p.m. If you're wondering whether a Spanish restaurant is authentic or a tourist trap, look at the opening hours. Legitimate Spanish restaurants that cater to locals will open for dinner no earlier than 7, while tourist traps will start at 4.
Okay, that's odd. Okay, so like I don't know that much about the Spanish culture, but if you're eating dinner at 9 o'clock, what time are you waking up and going to work?
I think
12.
they eat
Are they like?
They
a
sleep
lot
in.
of meals too, though. Like throughout the day.
Yeah, but
if
I
they're
mean-
anything like
Tapas and
Italians,
everything.
like
Yeah, so I mean, if you're eating at 9 o'clock, yeah, if we're not going to work till noon, like sweet.
I mean, the French
Don't they
get
have
the French get like an
Maybe
hour and a half
I'm
for lunch.
Spanish and just
don't
never
they have
knew.
those nap times in between works.
Those are siestas, and I don't know if that's Spanish.
That's Mexican.
Okay.
The French have an hour and a half for lunch, like
yeah,
in schools.
School goes home.
Yeah, they have an hour and a half for lunch. I mean, like, it's just culture and custom, right? Number 7, if you arrive at a restaurant and there are tour buses in the parking lot, consider it a no-go.
Damn right.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, unless I guess you're at like, what is it, Captain George's? People still love that place, and it's just
Yeah.
a seafood buffet.
Well, I mean, it's a buffet. Number 8, pay attention to how much bottled water you're being served. In many restaurants abroad where people do not drink tap water, your server might continue to open new bottles of water and charge you for them unless you say you've had enough.
Yeah, we know what that's like here at the bars.
Yeah, it's Same thing with beer.
Right?
Number 9, before you sit down at a restaurant, take a quick look around to see if there are locals and people speaking the native language. If you can spot lots of locals, eat there. If it's filled with tourists, skip it. Number 10, there's exceptions, of course, but if a restaurant window showcases row after row of TripAdvisor rewards, it's probably catered towards tourists.
That's right.
Number 11, if a restaurant menu is so huge and broad that it includes everything from poke bowls to spaghetti bolognese, it's probably going to be extremely mediocre. Probably frozen. Instead, stick to restaurants that specialize in one particular cuisine or a smaller, more focused menu.
I mean, I think that's solid for any. Well, the American Diner, I take that back. The American Diner, I mean, outside of the Poke Bowl, but it's probably possible. But, like, the American Diner, man, their menus are huge.
And then we got so much fusion shit. You want a poke bowl with this spaghetti bolognese? What's your cuisine?
Yeah, but I think that's different. In a diner, I don't know, are you speaking of an exact diner, the American Diner?
Yeah,
or
the
are
American,
you
like New
specializing
York, like,
it?
you know, like where they, like, you can get eggs and
You're talking
bacon,
about just an American
meatloaf,
diner in
spaghetti.
general.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
okay,
got gyros. We got, like,
But I think a lot of that is cross-utilization. Like, everybody comes to our food truck, and they're like, you have the biggest menu I've ever seen on a food truck. Like, well, yeah, but it's a big menu. But we're using a lot of the same things over and over again. Like, that's how most diners work, too. Like,
that is true. It's because you use the same meat to make meatloaf that you've used bolognese and your burger.
yeah. Like, you just need a lot of
And
seasonings.
your sloppy Joe.
You need
And
a lot of seasonings and different carbs.
And your patty melts.
You got a full-on menu.
Number 12, if you sit down at a restaurant and are immediately handed an English menu, you're likely in a very touristy spot. The most authentic restaurants abroad only have a one menu in the native language. French menu only equals excellent sign. You guys can't see this, but it was all in French. Number 13, instead of looking for a restaurant on a main street or highly trafficked area like a large Italian piazza, browse the side streets. This is often where you'll find the hidden gems.
See, I like that, like, this shot right here. Like, it's just like little two tops snugged up on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Like, someone has to walk around you. I don't know if cars are allowed down this road.
How do
I'm
you
pretty
open
sure
the umbrella?
motorcycles.
How do you open the umbrella? That is a valid point. The umbrella is also up against the wall.
Like, do you have to open
It's
the
like, are they
window?
closed?
Do you have
Are
to
they-
open the window in order to open the umbrella?
Are they closed at this point in time? And, like, normally, like, they just
Out in the street?
push the tables out in the street?
Theirs,
Maybe.
too, yeah.
Because, like, I'm looking at, like, these two plants that are, like, right in front of the door. Like, do you think they move those out in the street so cars cannot come down?
Maybe
And then
because they're on the other side, too, like at the third table down there.
Yeah, so, like, they're blocking this section, maybe? I don't know.
Who knows? Number 14,
Really cool looking spot, though.
with few exceptions, like a hotel breakfast spread for one, avoid restaurant buffets. Again, what were we talking about? Seafood buffet? Uh-huh. Chances are they're not the most sanitary, and who knows how long the food's been sitting out. Plus, any all-you-can-eat menu is more focused on quantity than quality. Sometimes you just gotta eat.
I think Vegas is different.
If you're nowhere near the ocean, you might want to think twice about the $1 oyster special.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
I don't know, man, because, like, I'm pretty sure in the Midwest you can get oysters,
Frozen.
yeah, like,
shipped.
or like
Cisco.
packed on ice, shipped to you. They're probably still good.
Don't assume all the street food is safe to eat. Ask your hotel concierge, Airbnb host, or even a local if there's any street food that should be avoided.
Well, I always look at these street foods, like, where there's, like, this picture in general, like the dude on the side of the road, like, the eggs are just out in the air, like, already cut, soft boiled. Maybe they're just really good eggs. And, like, flies, man. Like, you know, they're not
Yeah.
really combating them. There's nothing covering anything. Like, but, I mean, are you going to get a little food poisoning? Like, I'll deal with a little food poisoning. I just don't want a lot of it.
Food's got to be good, though.
You do it
My-
every-
yeah.
If
you
I
do
take
it
a bite
every
and this
day.
is shitty, I'm just going to dump it out
Yeah,
because
like,
now I'm questionable and it's
if
bad.
if it's really good and I'm gonna, you know, deal with a little,
See,
you know,
and
a
then,
little,
then, you know, just whoever you're with, you're like,
you know, a loose
"This is
stool
you."
versus like the stabbing stomach pain. I'll
Right.
deal with one, not
Thank
the
you,
other.
Melissa, for training my
I'm
stomach.
not going to lie.
I've been training for years.
I've hit up a couple teriyaki sticks that you question whether it's horse. You know what I mean? Is this? I don't know. This is chicken.
I want to go back one more though, back to the oyster one, because being fair, that being said, yes, you can still get the quality items. It does say if you're nowhere near the ocean, so you're not getting. So now you're going to pay shipping costs. It says beware of the dollar oyster.
That is true.
So there.
Is there about to turn?
Okay. You read between the
Push
lines.
the finish. It's about to turn.
Like they're not saying that it's not safe to eat the oysters. They're just saying that maybe they're probably not that great if they're
not
$1.
They're on their last day.
If your server is telling you about a nightly special, make sure to confirm the price ahead of time. You don't want to order the whole lobster only to discover it costs you your whole paycheck when you get the bill.
Good
That
point.
is true, and that looks fantastic. I mean, I could do it less shell.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I like, why would you? You didn't even
All right,
split it open.
Okay, so it looks like the picture. It
looks like a whole Sebastian
Lobster.
right under some.
So okay,
Fabulous.
they
Like-
peeled the middle of the tail. They left the end of the tail on, but then its head on, and its claws are still intact. So you're gonna have some nice pasta in the middle, and then you're gonna do some work on the other.
Oh, you're
side.
gonna have to do a lot of work.
You need a mallet.
I don't see any of the. Yeah, I don't
No
see any of the
tools.
utensils.
Dude,
And
yeah.
you're using the pepper grinder. That's,
Like they're
I'm
hoping
smashing this
you're
shit.
not eating those lobsters, and those lobster claws go back to the back, and they're like, yes. The server's like, hell yeah.
Tomorrow's
I got a dumbass. Got a dumbass on table 4. He ordered 2.
Right?
Tomorrow's lobster rolls brought to you by table 8.
Number 18. This is probably good to know in Mexico. If you're traveling to a place where you can't drink the tap water and you're eating out, double check with your server that even the ice cubes are made from filtered water, and things like vegetables are not washed with tap water. At that point, why are you even there?
They are
I'm
not
sorry.
going to tell you the truth.
I mean, it's like I don't want hot beverages.
I get that, but I'm saying, like, if you're going to a
Ice cold
place
beer.
in a country, like, even all of Mexico is not that bad, but if you're going to a specific place in Mexico where you know the water quality is bad and you have to watch out for what you're drinking, like, maybe that's just not where you want to vacation, and if so, take fucking water.
I'm just going like on the Anthony Bourdain train, and like, what's gonna happen is gonna happen. Maybe avoid. Like, I would like to avoid the parasites,
Yeah.
like the intestinal parasites, you know. But again, like a little discomfort for something delicious, I'll deal with it.
Number 19. If you can get a table at a popular restaurant a table at a restaurant, a popular destination right away without a reservation, or wait during peak hours, it might be a bad sign. Or you're just fucking lucky. But
Right.
I'm never that lucky.
You got here right before everybody else.
If you're eating
Right.
at a restaurant that advertises an amazing view, just know you'll probably be paying a hefty price for it. That doesn't matter if you're traveling or not.
Yeah,
Just
dude,
welcome
that's
to the
called
world.
rent.
Yep.
Good.
You're close to the water, it costs more money.
Number 21, when it comes to street food, follow the crowds. It's worth waiting for the street food stall that draws a line rather than settling for the empty one. In other words, eat where others are eating.
That is sound advice.
Very sound advice on that one. Yes.
That's just crowd mentality. 22, ask where your seafood is from. If your server doesn't know or doesn't offer to check, it's probably a red flag.
Okay, yeah, at least saying the bother to check.
Yeah.
'Cause
Where's
most
it from?
servers are like, I don't fucking know.
Cisco.
Taiwan?
Where's your seafood from, Cisco?
Same
Where's your seafood from? The fucking kitchen, bro.
I like how your voice
just
cracked
walked
on that.
out.
Where's your seafood from?
Cisco.
Just
Is
walked
it
out
wild
of the
caught or
kitchen. That's
farm
where it
raised?
was from.
No.
It's from the back. I got to walk back there to get it. I think
You saw me walk out these doors.
it came out of the
with it.
fridge.
It's from Barry. He's on fish tonight.
Honestly, it came from the microwave.
I'll be honest with you. There's probably some places though, like islands in particular, you could be like, "Yeah, where's the fish from?" And they're like, "Yeah, Joe, guy, you just brought it up like 20 minutes ago."
He's
The guy at the bar?
He's at the bar
Yeah.
right now.
He's getting
He
getting
gets-
his payment in shots.
He gets his free drinks because he brings us the good stuff first.
Yeah, I know. It's
and then he
cooler
sits here and has
stinks,
drinks,
but-
and the rest of his shit sits outside, and then he brings it to other people. So ours is always the freshest. We got a system,
You get the free drinks. You stop here first.
right?
Let me get that striker.
Yeah, you hang out for half an hour and let it sit out in the sun, so no one else has the freshest of seafoods.
Where'd this food come from? Right there.
Barry again.
The
Did
boat.
he already
the
go to
boat is
Jason's?
like on the back of his truck, dude. Like,
The boat's still warm. Like, What's wrong
Hi,
with you?
Dexter. Where'd you get all these
Number
crabs?
6 one.
Oh, I got fresh bait. Fresh bait. Wow.
well, this was supposed. I was supposed to tie some shit together, but I didn't move them around correctly.
I tried 6 fast food cheeseburgers. This is the one I will go back for every time.
All right, before you scroll, 6 fast food cheeseburgers. We're gonna assume it's a Whopper, it's a Big Mac, it's a Dave's single.
Or double or triple or
double.
quad.
Yeah, probably Dave's though.
All right, what else we got? We got
Arby's.
You think the Wagyu burger is on there? So I was
No.
thinking like In and Out.
Hardee's, they said. I thought.
He said
Hardee's?
Arby's. He said Arby's. I said Hardee's.
Fat burger.
Hardee's, I think. So the Star Burger.
I was thinking the
The Frisco burger.
flame grilled char burger, whatever
Thick
that
burger.
shit
The
is.
thick burger.
The thick burger.
Thick burger.
I think if you say Hardee's, Monster Thick Burger.
Oh.
So yeah.
Well, I think we're watching it now. So
Hold down. First place. I guess so.
I was gonna say
All
Five
right.
Guys before I looked
All right,
up.
so here we go. Oh, there's a White Castle in there. So it's
Oh.
Wendy's, McDonald's, White Castle, Burger King, Five Guys, and Shake Shack.
I love how
Five
Five
Guys
Guys
looks
looks
like
the worst,
shit.
but
Five Guys
they're
comes that way. That's like
but
our
the-
burger looks that way.
But they're probably the best, like out of all that shit.
I would say like Shake Shack is close, but well, I can't even say way more expensive than Five Guys. Five Guys is
No,
not
Five Guys
cheap.
is expensive as fuck.
And plus, Five Guys, you're like, can I get a small fry? Yeah, sure. You said one bag, right?
Did you want the Cajun seasoning on it?
Damn right I want that Cajun seasoning.
Now I say.
Which
Five
one do you
Guys
think
is
he's going back
expensive,
for?
But we're more expensive,
I-
obviously.
Can we just real quick? Let's scroll up and just the photo. Do you think that he took these? Because it looks like he just laid them out, right?
Yeah.
So, top down photo. Which one looks the best?
Five Guys.
Shake Shack.
I think McDonald's. The
White
thing looks like
Castle.
perfectly circular.
Oh, okay. I see what you're going at.
Like just top down view. Which one?
Nah,
Like
that'd be Burger King then.
Burger King was
I
my
don't
second.
like
Burger King was my
the
second.
See, I
buns,
like.
though.
I don't know, man. I like the way Wendy's has like condiments and shit hanging off the side.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Shake Shack.
Shake Shack.
White Castle looks perfect though. White Castle
Yeah,
looks
White
exactly
Castle.
like it's supposed to look.
Dude, I could go for a fucking crave case right now.
It's okay. I'm sticking with my guns. Five Guys.
He's like, yeah, dude. Like, which one do you want? The one that looks like someone put their elbow on it while they were driving down the street.
All right. So the
I
next
don't give a fuck
question.
how purry that bitch
You know what
is.
I was? What did you do with your Five Guys burger? I kept my coffee hot.
Before
All
we
those French fries crushed it.
Right?
before we get the answer, who's voting for what?
I'm gonna say Five Guys. If I was rich,
You're
If I
also
was-
going Five Guys.
I'm still saying Five Guys.
Five Guys.
I think Five Guys is the hands down here.
Dennis,
Hands
what
down.
you
Shake
got?
Shack
Now,
is good though.
If I'm going out, because I will absolutely 100% settle for a White Castle out of the freezer.
It's on
That
the
is a
same
fact. That is a fact. And don't even get her started on the White Castle jalapeno.
Oh.
But Shake Shack has beer, so there's that.
Shake
So
Shack
I'm going
right
Five
along.
Guys then Shake Shack. I'm like,
I'm going Burger King.
Yeah, the Flavor Royal Whopper, huh?
I've
give it
been on a
another
Burger
try.
King kick lately personally,
I love
so
it.
I gotta give it
See,
to him at the
The
moment.
last 3 times we've had Burger King, it was disgusting. It tasted like fish.
Oh,
That
see,
was
I didn't have
Hardee's.
that problem.
That was Hardee's.
wait.
Ooh.
Oh, okay,
Ooh.
you're right. Burger King, I will say.
We haven't been to Burger
did
King in a
impress
long
me
time.
last
I've been
time.
on a
I
Burger
mean,
King kick
I
lately.
do think Burger
And
King
now
had a good
everyone
burger.
is just they love Burger King because happy cat.
You can have it.
Absolutely.
All right, let's get down
No
to it.
copyright.
No. Burger King does have a good burger. I take all
I
that
love
back.
a Whopper.
You're right. It was Hardee's.
As long as you add cheese. Why doesn't the Whopper come with cheese?
Yeah, I don't. I always get a burger with cheese.
I
That's-
don't mind it without cheese. But,
You probably have eaten it a million times without cheese and not paid attention to that fact that it didn't have cheese.
I am a grown ass man, and I can have cheese whenever I want.
Which, yeah.
Melissa, he's a grown ass man with little hands. Okay, he can do whatever he wants.
They're man hands.
They're man hands.
That's why I like the Shake Shack and the White House because it makes his hands look huge.
Shake Shack is not that small.
You can keep scrolling.
Oh, is it like a
Let's
4 ounce
find out
one?
what this is.
Let's go.
By the way, they have the bacon on the other list.
Oh, okay. All right, so 6th place. Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, everybody was like, "Oh, first place." Nope, I guess we're going back.
Well, you were acting like the way it looked.
I did. Everybody was
I
on the
guarantee-
White Castle fan.
I am.
Shake,
No.
Shake Shack wins.
No one
Watch.
voted for it.
No.
No one
No.
voted for it. I'm just
I
saying,
said I
like
would
when it popped up.
100%
No,
eat-
Shake Shack's gonna win.
I can eat like
so?
8 though.
I do think true
Yeah.
to
I
White
can eat
Castle
like 8
looks
White
the
Castle
most
burgers.
Like what
I
you're
can
gonna
eat the
get,
crave
though.
pack. That's 40 of them bitches plus 2
40.
fries.
All right, so that's,
Number 5, Wendy's Dave Single.
okay, so now looking at the side view, the above view makes more sense.
Yeah.
Wendy's, when
It's,
you do
it's
your
not
advertising-
condiments hanging out the side. That looks like a piece of romaine, and they put it curl up.
It looks like romaine or butter.
And why is the cheese underneath the patty?
Like it's upside down. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a lot. I used to be Wendy's fan.
I like Wendy's,
I like Wendy's. I do.
and
I
they
like
got
their
the
chicken
square
better.
patty.
I love Wendy's.
4th place, Burger King,
Oh, we knew this was coming down to it.
single quarter pounder.
Yeah.
3rd place, McDonald's, Quarter pounder with
I
cheese.
love
Oh,
that
those are
sandwich,
good.
though.
Those are good. And again, the cheese is on the bottom. Like, what the hell is
They
going
got cheese
on?
on top too.
I think that.
That's mustard.
No, never mind.
No.
Wait, no, they don't have mustard.
Yeah, they do.
Yes, ketchup, mustard, onions, pickles,
I
and
think
cheese.
there's because it's a. Oh,
Nope.
It is only a quarter pounder.
Yep,
It's a single. I don't think it's getting two
I do
pieces
say
of cheese.
that's the only thing I get from McDonald's.
quarter pounder.
If I
not
get
the double.
no, double quarter. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Come on, dude. The
Number two.
the DQP.
Five Guys, and number one, Shake Shack. The
See,
Shake Shack
Okay,
burger.
first off, look at this burger and the condiment to meat ratio, and go back to the other one. Okay, it's not, look, scroll back. I mean, maybe this is a bad picture. Look at the size of that fucking pickle.
I was gonna say, it seems like both of them are heavy on the pickle,
I'm
though.
not mad about that.
Scroll back up to number two. Look, heavy on pickle. Seems like maybe this guy just likes pickles.
Maybe.
Or girl.
Okay,
I don't know.
so Shake Shack is a smash burger.
Yeah.
So I feel like you got to bring Friendlies into this, or Freddy's. What is it,
Freddy's.
Freddy's? I
Yeah.
think Freddy's has to come into this. Wasn't a big fan of Freddy's, but I had Freddy's like the first time it opened. What?
It is on top and bottom.
Oh, so there's 2 slices of cheese. Okay, that just to clarify that was the Mc
Donald.
quarter pounder.
Sorry, we will get
She's got the
McDonald's
app,
right.
so you know she didn't get a 50-cent one the other day. So
Have you had a Shake Shack burger, Alex?
I don't think I've ever been to Shake Shack.
I went to
it's a good
one
burger. It
I've
didn't.
been once.
at Town Center.
Good.
It's a good burger.
Yeah, I don't think I've been to any
It's
of them.
small though.
Yeah, but
I've
then
never
also
been.
get peanut butter on the side.
See, you're just weird like that, dude. Like I
It's
went
part
in
of the
there-
secret menu.
Okay, but I just went in the secret to
Does
their
that? I mean,
success.
does that make it good? No.
I just
That's
went
really
there because I'd never
It's
been.
really good.
And of course, like when I go to a burger place and I've never been to the burger place, I just get just give me the straight up Shake Shack burger. I might have got a double because they're like 4-ounce patties, and it was really good. And they have beer.
Yeah.
I reiterate,
Beer!
Does he say anything about that on
But
here?
it's like, I mean, they're not rocking Millers or anything like that, but they got it's craft. Like they got 3 taps, 4 taps maybe, and it's a local selection. So I had a Guapo and a Shake Shack burger and some fries, and I wasn't displeased. But you leave and you're still kind of hungry.
So I have
That's
a
the whole thing
I got a
with
question
Five
about
Guys.
local
You
burgers.
don't
eat a
leave
pound
Five
of
Guys.
Local
You never
burgers
leave
or-
Five Guys hungry.
local breweries. If O'Connor's gets sold
They did.
to the new brewery, the American something,
That's a military one. Yeah.
No, they sold that location, the brewery. They are going to continue making their beers in other breweries. They have a friend somewhere, but they didn't disclose who. Probably Smart Mouth, where they're going to still make El Guapo and all that to sell in package.
I get that. Even if they did it in their own building, my only question is: you still consider it a local beer?
Well, if it's brewed,
What if they don't list where it's brewed? Like you said, it's an undisclosed location.
true, it could be.
Then is it still considered a
They
local
could have
beer?
sold out the Anheuser-Busch, and we just don't know.
You know what I mean? Like, I know that's irrelevant, but I'm just curious. Like,
I mean,
what
like,
qualifies
think-
a local beer?
Well, okay,
We've had that conversation
again,
too. Like 3
okay,
hours away, it's local. It's in Virginia.
Yeah, okay. So what qualifies as local? Because we were talking about produce.
Yeah. I mean,
And would you consider? Well, I digress and go back to Devil's Backbone, which sold out to Anheuser-Busch. All right, would Devil's Backbone be considered a local beer?
Not no more.
I don't think
well,
it would have
I-
ever been.
beforehand.
I don't think it
Well,
would have ever been
'cause-
considered a local beer to us.
Well, yeah, because it's all on the other side of
The
Richmond.
dilemma
Yeah.
I think that we have with local, and particularly when it comes to beer, and I don't know if produce is the same way. It's possible is that beer until recently wasn't brewed near us.
Right.
So local beer was 3 hours away. That's where the breweries were. Like, okay, maybe an hour away. Williamsburg's probably the biggest brewery locally.
Well,
Anheuser fucking Busch.
Okay,
Yeah.
but you don't consider that local
No,
just because it's brewed here. I mean, technically it's local. If you want to look at it that
but
way.
I'm just like, I think that like the little spots, Benchtop Brewing in Norfolk,
okay,
like Young Veterans, those are local breweries.
very small.
Like, I don't even know how. I don't think they distribute that much. Like, do they have distribution?
Well,
Probably.
Yeah, they've. Well,
I know
okay.
Young Veterans
Okay,
does.
so Young Veterans, like when they first were distributing, they were self-distributing, and it was only in Virginia Beach.
Yep.
And they would like
Just
literally,
literally go around to the bar.
pull up to the bar and pull the kegs off the back of a pickup truck and bring them inside to you.
Yeah.
And you paid them, and that was it. Like,
that mostly was like.
and that was
large.
like, and eventually, I think, yes, please.
Chess Bay picked him up.
Was it Ches?
Might have been Hoffman. I think it was Chess Bay.
Which one?
Young Veterans?
I think it's Hoffman.
It was Hoffman?
Yeah.
It's been too long now.
Well, I only remember because our driver started.
Me? I'm good. Yeah, sorry. I did not know that was the question you were asking. Either way, like, I think the definition of local has probably changed just to the variety and number of breweries that are available. Like, a local beer now would have to be something from Virginia Beach.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I mean,
The 757 at max. I mean,
Yeah.
but think about how many breweries there are available in
like
Virginia
I would
Beach.
consider
Especially nowadays.
Garage Brewery a local brewery.
Yeah.
Big Ugly a local brewery.
See, I mean, I just feel like if you're a restaurant having it on your menu, like, again, 757 is still local. I'm not going to argue that, but I feel like there are so many
You got, like, Oozle
extremely
Finch.
local restaurants that I feel like you have enough options to stick to your specific city. And, like, I do say city, but let's face it, like, it could even be like a mileage, because you could live in Virginia Beach and be closer to Chesapeake.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think it just comes down to options now. Like, I think calling something 3 hours away local is just a joke because there's 200 breweries between here and there.
Okay, what about, like, again, the farms? Like, how far is the local produce?
Again, I think that comes down to, like, the more I get into it, it's just like how many are in between here and there. Because if there's 100 farms that grow that item, you can't just say there's 100 farms, obviously.
Right.
If there's 100 farms that grow corn in between here and West Virginia, but they say it's local corn from West Virginia, that just sounds stupid. If there's 2 farms between here and West Virginia that grow local corn, maybe that's just not an option. So the local corn is from West Virginia.
I don't know what she's doing right now.
Apparently trying to
Well, yeah, but that's
really
not going to
chill
work.
beer.
Hold on. Give me a second, Dooley, and I'll be right back. Crisis averted. So how, again, like farms, like, do you think Williamsburg, like beyond Williamsburg, is still considered local?
Again, I think it just comes down to the number of opportunities.
Like jalapenos.
How many jalapeno farms are there between here and Williamsburg?
And how much can they supply and whatnot?
If you can go to Chesapeake, or if you could go like to Norfolk and get jalapenos from a jalapeno farm versus going to Williamsburg, then I feel like Williamsburg is becoming less and less local.
I feel you on that. I think like once you cross like a bridge,
There are some pepper farms in Virginia Beach,
you
though.
might be.
I mean, again, yeah, but the question is like, are they able to supply a restaurant, or like, can they
restaurants.
can they guarantee blah 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 blah, or even just a farmer's market? But like,
It is
the farmer's market makes more sense. If you're going to say local grown produce at a farmer's market, I expect that you went out and fucking bought that from that farm, not like you got a Cisco delivered.
Or you went to Restaurant Depot and loaded up,
Right?
And
Like
took it to the farmer's market.
I expect local grown produce,
which I have seen.
They do on certain things.
Yes,
They do on certain things.
I
Yes.
get it. I mean, you can't. But again, like I think the whole point in a farmer's market is like the freshest available from this area.
Certain times of the year.
If you don't have cantaloupes, guess what?
You don't have
fucking cantaloupes. Like you don't need to go to a supplier who has Mexican cantaloupes, peel the stickers off of them, and put them in your case.
Yeah. Well, it's like was it the other day one lady?
Like no one's asking you for local fucking Virginia beef, are they?
Oh yeah, all the time.
I wouldn't even be
All the
surprised.
time.
Yeah, that does sound stupid now that I say it out loud.
Now here's the question.
I know people.
You probably know the answer. What counts as local beef? Because there are.
It's sourced locally, like it's raised and slaughtered.
So it's raised.
Yes.
Does it?
It has on that for whenever being local and everything. That's within 150 miles.
I was gonna say because there's a cow
150
farm in
miles.
North Carolina, and
there's one out in Pungo. Like the reason I know, like, is it's coastal cattle. I think is what it's called. Because he's got his own little, like, butcher shop and everything set up and everything. What was it? Because we had one of our regulars went there because they were out in that area and they're like, hey, we'll check it out. It's meat and everything. We'll try it out. $15 a pound for burger.
What the fuck?
I mean, look,
Grass fed, grass
local
finished,
fresh.
bro.
Yeah, I mean,
grass
like
fed, grass finished, man. It takes longer for them to get to slaughter weight. You can't
I
slaughter
get
them
it.
below 2,000 pounds. You gotta be. They have to get to a certain weight before you're allowed to slaughter them. But then at the
Grass-fed,
same
grass-
time,
Tell that to the
I mean-
fucking veal.
see what you did there. That's why nobody eats fucking veal no more anyway. So it's,
Speak
it's
for
a woke
yourself.
culture. No, it's a woke culture now. You know, like, but no, but yeah, no. Like
People
at the same
say
time,
that?
there's no slaughterhouses in the area anymore. Central Meats is not an actual slaughterhouse anymore. They do still do kill every now and then, but 99% of the time they're not slaughtering.
They're getting like full sides.
They're getting a whole half a cow and everything just already on the hook and everything
break it
comes in
down.
and they break it down there
they're not doing the killing.
because it's cheaper that way.
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
And at the
okay.
same time,
So,
they don't have the labor
so
either.
again,
too.
so if how
Because right now
like-
for a half a cow it's $5,000.
so you're saying 150 miles is local?
Yeah.
So, Alex, where do you stand on produce now? 150 miles?
I mean, I got
Or
to
you still
I feel
on
like-
the how much
It's
how big of the
agriculture, so-
supply is local?
yes.
I mean, I understand your point. It
But-
makes sense.
Again,
Like, if there's
you could say local's
if
150
there's 100
miles.
acres of jalapenos in Virginia Beach, that should be the only
Local.
jalapenos.
You could say the radius is 150 miles, but let's say you live in like the desert. If there's no produce in 150 mials at all, then there's no local produce.
I think that's not fair.
Well,
that's fair.
I also feel like that's fair.
But at the same time, you can also have
Well, if you live
greenhouses
in
too,
the
though.
desert,
The what?
You could have greenhouses.
You
anywhere
could.
with any food is fucking local.
I think if you lived in the desert, let's say you opened a restaurant in the middle of the fucking nowhere, right, in the desert. Sonoran, whatever. Actually, Sonoran's not that much of a desert, but anyway, we'll talk about it.
In the Mojave.
Yeah, and you you open your little like destination only restaurant.
Yeah.
You know, I'm shooting for my Michelin stars. So out back, yeah, I have
Yeah,
a
farm.
fucking greenhouse.
Yeah.
Like I have greenhouses.
I got your
Like,
greenhouses.
yeah.
I got a fucking little farm and everything
Yeah.
with the fucking animals.
I'm
Animals
growing
with slaughter
my
mode
herbs
shit.
on the roof. You know,
I wouldn't be surprised at the UFO place in Nevada. I'm surprised they don't have a fucking greenhouse over there.
they probably do. How do you think they're feeding all those people and aliens?
We're
All right,
we're vegetarian
let's hit
only.
one last topic.
By the way, you had a little 9, 12.
Yeah, dude.
You didn't
We
realize
jumped around.
5 is missing?
Let's.
You like 6 numbers too late, dude.
All right. This is. Yep, what'd you do?
I didn't know. I thought you were talking about the other ones.
No, we can always do those, but this is like because football, man. It's Monday. It's like week 2,
Yeah.
and we like our good Trader Joe line.
Trader Joe's got good shit.
So
And
the
it's a lot
best,
cheaper than you think it is, too.
the 10 best game day snacks to stock up for this fall at Trader Joe. Not a sponsor. Oh shit! Okay, I'm down with this one.
Right.
All right, let's get started. Kahlua pork spring rolls. Like, do you think it's a 4-pack? You also got to remember Trader Joe's. Like, you don't get a lot. It's not expensive, but you don't get like you're not getting 12.
Yeah, you're not getting a value
Kahlua
pack.
pork spring rolls though. Like, I feel like that's a thing.
Okay.
Breaded cheddar cheese curds.
I mean, are we as
Yes.
long as you have like at least an air fryer at home, right? I don't think this is gonna be ovenable. Like, I mean, we, have
This
the
one
Cadillac.
does say in the oven or the air fryer. The first one also mentioned the air
And
fryer.
pair them with crisp, citrusy, or hoppy beers to complement the sharp cheddar flavor profile.
Number 3 is Parmesan pastry puffs.
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 So,
Sorry.
so pigs in the blanket is what they're going for.
But
so,
make them a little fancy for proper game day hosting.
I mean, I'm a huge fan of pigs in the blanket.
There
The
you
only
go.
problem is, like, I can eat a lot of them. And my mom used to make them, but she would use, like, an actual hot dog and, like,
Yeah.
cut the hot dog in half. Maybe quartered.
I'm like, that's me and my mini corn dogs, bro.
Like, she would roll them shits in, like croissant dough and then bake them. So you got, like,
Dough.
yeah. Like, you got a pig in a blanket, and it was, like, half a hot
Oh.
dog pig in a blanket. Like,
Hell yeah. Buffalo style chicken poppers. Now, here's where I gotta worry about.
okay. What it
Blue cheese is what he's worried
Oh,
about.
Yeah.
I was like, because I was like trying to. It's filo dough.
It says Fontina
Cheddar,
cheddar.
Monterey,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, it looks like you're safe, but we don't know. Next one's
You never know at the Trader Joe.
breaded fried ravioli.
Ooh, some fried Zol. Ooh.
Did we have that at Holiday Inn?
Fried ravioli?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot. We did it a lot.
Repressed memory. Sorry.
Next one, mac and cheese bites.
Okay.
I mean, like, all this is, like, coming straight out of the freezer section, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And so it's easy, like, golden goodness in just 20 minutes. I mean, in the air fryer. Like, I just...
Mini cheeseburgers
See...
on Hawaiian style rolls, by the way.
Like, you think that's frozen?
Probably.
No.
Like, you think they're making, like, they're like Trader Joe's?
Yes, because the burgers are even adorned with a
No,
dollop
it
of
says
tangy
each
sauce.
box.
So you
Yeah.
think so? Trader
Yeah.
Joe's is out there making their own little sliders, like trying to capitalize on the White Castle. You know where I'm from.
Crystal South. That's the South, yeah.
The White Castle freezer section.
Evidently.
Okay, I'm always in on a fucking Jamaican style beef patty.
S'mores bars.
Snacky clusters, huh?
So, tips for upgrading your favorite game day snacks.
Wow,
Now air fry it. That's true, guys. It's really true.
If you don't have an actual fryer, when in doubt, throw it in the air fryer.
you can never have too many condiments. If you're looking to add more flavor options to your game day snacks, place bowls of different condiments in central dipping location for hungry guests to step up their snacking game.
Real fast.
You gotta worry
I'm
about-
on the full condiment thing, but I saw this thing. I think it's on Amazon. It's like a Lazy Susan, but it looks more like a
Painter's
it's on,
tray.
But it's like a Lazy Susan, but it looks more like it's like on train tracks. So it's like little dishes like on the Lazy Susan.
Okay.
And what I saw them doing, they were having like taco night, and so they had like all like the meat, lettuce, tomato, like and cheese and all that like in the middle. So each one was its own little dish, like on a Lazy Susan. So when you moved one, like it was like little dishes like on a train track that went around, and it was flexible. Like, and I was like, damn, I think I need this in my life. Condiments. Like, you need something like that, like where you put something in the middle and the condiments around the outside that it can
Ugh.
move around.
Truffle.
Just got a little fucking spoon. Just...
Keep the oven or air fryer on call. Football Sunday is a long day, so you might need to reheat.
I concur.
Yeah.
I mean, your air fryer is always on call.
You're right.
You gotta
Like,
push
it
the
doesn't
button.
take that long for it to heat up.
No,
Yeah.
it's
Bring
start.
sweet and salty to the table. And last but not least, make a mini.
See? Little
Right.
foods, man.
Little foods.
I got big man hands and I need little foods.
It's my strong hand.
You're standing next to Jason with like a
want
mini
some
slider.
mashed
You're just holding like 3 fingers. Jason just full fisting it. Just just mini sliders, right? Yeah, Jason. Yeah.
No, this is a full size hamburger. No, that's a slider, bro.
See, I can make fun of myself.
It's a good trait in people.
As always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to Team Packet Choose the Fat. You can find us on Facebook at,
Team Feckin.
on Instagram at,
Team Feckin Nation.
on Twitter,
At Team Feckin 1.
and on YouTube at.
Team Feckin.
Of course, you can find us online for all of your knife and apparel needs at www.teamfackednation.com.
You can find the food truck on Facebook at,
Team Feckin Food Truck.
on the Instagram,
Team Feckin Food Truck.
the Twitter.
At Fat_Truck.
Remember, you can always call us for your pre-order and catering needs at,
757-427-1586.
remember,
Stay hungry.
Be creative.
don't
forget your
was me.
lines.
That
Don't
was
forget
me.
your lines.
Damn it, I did it again. I'll get it one day, like
Don't
in
forget
4 years.
sharpen your knife.
All right.
It'll be my line.
And by the way, texting the order in ahead of time works like a champ.
Peace, love, and bacon grease. Happy Cheeseburger, National Cheeseburger Day. Is that what it was?
Damn right. Let's go Steelers.
Go Steelers.
Well, they play tonight.
I mean, look, they do get smashed.